Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3. And we look at the last battle here in Russia. And just as I'm about to do this, we've got this little thing popping up. The Rum Rebellion. An armed insurrection has taken place in New South Wales, Australia. And the New South Wales corps have been deposed the governor, one William Blight. Blight is well known as a harsh and uncompromising disciplinarian who always carries out his duty to the letter, and this is the second time a mutiny has taken place in response to aspects of his command. Follow a typically draconian move to prevent circumvention of the law surrounding the manufacture and distribution of alcohol of the corps. Blight found himself arrested at home by the corps, led by Captain Johnson, once the acting governor. Johnson Favreau arrived, so on. Well, anyways, there's a rebellion going on, and clearly it is going well for us then, because, well, anything that's against the British is good for us. Now, I've been able to gather up quite a few armies here outside of Moscow. It might crash because, well, it's going to be a siege battle, and unfortunately, Kutuzov has moved away from it, and for some reason the Russians have a lot of just a lot of cannons everywhere. But anyways, let's go ahead and take Moscow. So, the French, with Napoleon at the head of the army. Napoleon has 3,500 men, and he's supported by 4 other generals, with a combined force of 14,000 men. 64. Why did I say 63? Against 3,000 Russians. So the Russians really have a problem here, especially since they've got a lot of cavalry and a lot of cannons, which are not going to do them very well in the siege. Let's hope that this works. Otherwise, we can have a field battle against Kutuzov out there, which really would have been preferable. Look at the look at the amount of generals on the French side. So we got 5 generals plus the officer. I'm not entirely sure which one is the officer. It must be Francois Joseph. You know what? We've got Nicolas Joseph Levé. So maybe he's a. I think the last one is obviously the captain now when I think about it. But ooh, you know what? I have my ooh, look at this hill. I'll place the 12-pounder battery up there. The only thing I could have wished for was better weather, because that would have been nice for the video. But we can blow that Russian fort to hell. And then, no, you know what? We got quite a nice hill here as well that I can go ahead and deploy my cannons and just blow the shit out of it. I like, though, that we got this sort of ridge there. But it's probably easier to have my cannons lined up along here. Plus it's an easier advance down on the fort. Let's see, can I get you guys to come over here? Set up those over there. And then this cannon over here. And in between all of this, we'll have our soldiers. With the lights in front, then the middle guard. I think I call these young guard in one of the recent videos, which was a mistake. Let's go ahead and put General Napoleon over there, watching over his men as they advance. veteran infantry. They're gonna be protecting, same as for the sappers. It's gonna be stationed right there, behind a defensive wall. Cavalry, it's not gonna be super useful, so they're gonna be stationed somewhere over here. And then the last unit is this Barders and Grenadier unit, and it will be stationed back here as well in support. And there, we're off. And here we've got all the guard units, the middle guard, followed up by the old guard, and all the cannons open up on this battery, which the Russians have deployed out there. Let's go ahead and use barrage to bombard the absolute shit out of that. We're probably gonna have a lot of cavalry streaming out of the fort, and they're gonna get destroyed as so many cannonballs are gonna fly towards the gate right now. It's the 1st Horse Guards Dragoons. Fancy unit, but a waste of a battle to use them in. Then they have some Lancers, more guards, some Jaegers. But we can sit here for quite a while and bombard before I send up the old guard to actually take something. But what I think we'll do is at this point we will open up on the walls and try to break them. Let's go ahead and inspire these guys to get some good work out of them as they lay down the fire on this Russian fort. That was a horse running past. Oh, it's gonna take quite a while, given the fact that I mean, this is the largest battery in the game, and so far it's only managed to do 10% damage on this fort, which is quite underwhelming. Seems to be doing about 1% each cannonball. Actually, 1% every other cannonball. Maybe we should advance the men. Napoleon's men are coming off the hill. Marching down in good rows, coming against our foe. With the skirmishers leading the column. Hopefully we'll be able to actually break through by the time we reach here. You know, the 12-pounders are quite accurate, so if they close this door I could actually... Oh! You know what? I think the door is actually... Yes, it is destroyed! It has been destroyed! We can filter through the gate.
Our general is under attack.
The general got hit. The cannon which is firing from over there. Oh, crap. We're shooting our own men because they marched around there. That cannon is actually hitting Napoleon wherever it's... Oh, it's firing a bit all over the place, so... I'm not sure. Behind here should be safe for Napoleon. Would be kind of strange if we lost Napoleon for this battle. Open up fire again. Hold! Let's get the middle guard into line. And then the old guard behind them. The old guard will not fire as there's a risk of friendly fire. The light infantry is being completely overrun, but as the middle guard open fire, the dragoons will fall. Light infantry, run away! You've done your part. To cover the advance for our troops. We're about 50%, so we'll start to break this part. Nice though that we've managed to shoot up the gate. Which possibly means that I could just charge straight through and we can have this massive melee going on in the center of town. We've got this huge Russian flag in the center. Could be, you know, canister disaster trying to go into the fort though. Let's continue our advance. Barrage again. Steady lines moving up. The Russians haven't refocused their men to taking up this side of the wall to fire back at us. The cannons inside the fort are actually firing at us, and they're killing some of their own men, and they're hitting their own wall, and they're hitting their own houses. The crazy bastards. The Russians are so eager to fire at us. They're gonna tear down their own fort to do it. Boom, we got an opening. Fire at will. Let's see, can we fire maybe over here? I want to see what kind of damage that would do. Otherwise we'll help them to break this open. Let's shoot away this battery, get them away before we try to make entry into the fort. Artillery not very interested in firing upon that position, so try to break a hole over there. There is no real good way of going in and start shooting, so what we'll do is probably we'll you know what, we wait, we open up this, and then we have three ways to attacking this. And then it's just gonna become a massive melee fest. There's a lot of cavalry though on this side. We placed all the cavalry on this side. And once we're in, they might just send everything forwards. Let's go ahead and speed this up a bit. So they might just send all the cavalry back in again, and we're gonna have a hard time fighting them. But there's a lot of houses in here. I mean, some of them are a bit damaged, but there's at least one unit for each house. So that could save us. So in among the madness, we could send some men to take control. Right, it has opened. We're gonna have these two coming there. These two coming through there. Then, let's see, the old guard chasseur. And the old guard. You know what, we'll have the old guard go through and the old guard chasseur will follow up. So the old guard chasseur is going to come in the end, and they're the ones that are going to open fire upon the enemy inside. While the old guard goes ahead and charge through. Oh, the enemy is counter-charging us. We've got a lot of cavalry and shit coming in. Form squares to protect yourself. Stupid cavalry everywhere. Hold your fire and start to... Damn it. The cannons will fire at will. Right. You know what? There's nothing for it. Break the squares and start attacking the enemy. And just in case everything goes to shit, we'll have the old guard chasseur standing as rear guards behind all of it. And now for just loads of melee madness. If we can get everyone in. We're filtering in through here. And in through here as well. To make sure that we are victorious here, we're gonna send in Napoleon. Napoleon needs to be here to support the men. Why are you coming out again? You need to go in. You know what? The old guard chasseur can move in through here and open fire upon. You can move in, form line across here and fire in towards the center. You need to go in as well. Keep attacking. Napoleon's coming off the hill. He's going to be stationed right there to support. These two. Ah, there's loads of cavalry coming in there. But what they will do is they'll come along here. They might end up under attack right now. We're making our way forwards. The middle of guard has made it all the way over here. We've got more men coming filtering through the gate, going into the Russians. Quite heavy resistance on this side, but we've got lots of troops coming in through the center of the gate, and hopefully they will be able to break through. Let's see, this one's quite weak. Let's see if we can get that one into the house. This unit is quite weak. It's lost a lot of men. It's down to less than 100. We've taken a building. Open fire. The armory has been seized and we're now able to shoot from all around there. And the cavalry was broken, and that means that the old guard chasseur can go in and take up their position and start firing upon the enemy from there. Okay, so this side is actually falling apart. They need to retreat out from there.
Our men are running, sir.
The two units of old guard though is doing well. And they're going to be supported by Napoleon's inspiration to fire in upon them over there. The old guard chasseur has been able to open fire now. This unit will fall back because otherwise it's going to get destroyed. This one was charged by cavalry. All of these guys were actually charged by cavalry. Fall back. Form line and open fire. Support the other guard unit. Napoleon will rally his men. The old guard chasseur lost a lot of men over here. Maybe you can run into the building to protect yourself. This unit is not doing too well. Run into this building. Let's see if you have time to do that.
Have taken the building, sir.
And then if you guys can sort of come on a tilt, and you guys move forwards a bit. Napoleon needs to come closer so he can support that unit. The two units of old guard on this side have lost a lot of men, but they're fighting a hell of a lot of Russians over there. We've secured that house. See if Napoleon can come. He's
Our
close
men are
enough.
running, sir.
These two are gonna break. Let's get back on this side and inspire them, these troops then. These two units, make sure that they can break the Russians on this side. This one that just has 46, maybe they can fall back and open fire. Bloody hell. Light Jaegers were able to send my men off. The units are still fighting. Let's see if you can get into the house. The soldiers are actually able to get into the houses are the ones that are successfully holding. But a lot of my other men are falling back because of what I feared with the enemy cavalry. This old guard unit's still holding on though. But for how long? They're falling back as well. We managed to get 48 men into this house. Well, we need reinforcements. So the units we have left out here needs to come up. We lost one of the buildings, the main one. The command headquarters were lost. They're trying to take this building. Not going too well for them though. Of my attack, only 2 units remain, and that's the ones that are holding the house. So the middle guard over here and the guard chasseurs, which are holding the other army. And these guys. Got an officer in the window there. The Russians are tough bastards when it comes to melee fighting. You can see all the corpses lying over here. And they had their guards protecting Moscow. So still, the Russians lost a lot. But it wasn't enough for us to break their spirit. We have a Russian unit inside. And they're more numeral than our unit, which is inside. Right, we're starting to get reinforcements. But because I didn't change that around, there's going to be a lot of generals. We need to get rid of all the crap that's back there. So the cavalry needs to be mobilized to be sent over there. Probably should have done that to start off with. Napoleon is there, and he is able to support the unit inside, which still consists of 60 men. Slowly whittling down the enemies which are around here. Cannon crew and so on. But there's not a lot of Russians left. The cavalry is moving in quickly, and we've got our extra infantry units coming in. These two will move in through there, and this one will Move in through here. A lot of the Russian units are breaking away. Let's go ahead and speed this up a bit. Cavalry has arrived. Start running to get into position. What we'll do is this one will come towards the middle and go like that. And you know what, this one will come towards the middle as well, because if I turn it down here, it's probably gonna just shoot our allies. This one, go ahead and charge these guys. Yeah, it would be nice if you actually know what you were doing. Charge through. They actually gained morale as they started the melee fight, but then I guess they realized how many Frenchmen were coming through. And then why don't you help clear out this house? We cleared out that, so this unit will go inside. This one will set itself on the flag. And then once it's no, their defeat, their stuff is going to hell. Not ours, you moron. Bumbling buffoon. I want to form square. Around the flag. Can I do that? Why doesn't it want to let me form square? There we go. And then I can have Napoleon come in. The Russians are falling back. They are defeated. And now Napoleon comes through as the Russian flag is being pulled down and the large French one is being put up. What we'll do is we'll actually move this one into line. This unit will be moved into line over there. The other general will move in the back. And Napoleon will be stationed quite close enough here.
Sir, our defenses are breached and failing.
Yes, they are. Well, not our defenses, the enemy's. One unit remains out here, somewhere. There it is. Idiots. And there we are. Moscow is successfully ours in the battle. Da 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 da. Cow. Boom. There we go. Never forgot that no military leader has ever become great without audacity. Karl von Clausewitz, Prussian general and military theorist. We deployed a total of 18,492 men. Oh, we can liberate this as his own territory. But no. Well, I could go ahead and create like a new Russian state. The thing which I've realized, we need to get rid of the fort. Moscow is taken. and the Russian Empire is defeated. I like how they were lazy enough not to change those videos around from Empire. It's basically the same. This will be switched to a secret society, and then what I'll do now is I'll reorganize the armies and stuff. We'll go in for the 2 invasions of Hessen Castle, but I'll go ahead and all the turns in between here, I'm not going to record them, and then I'm going to set up for the attack there, and then we're going to set up for the crossing of the channel and taking on the British, because I want to invade the British Isles, even though I don't need to, just like I didn't really need to invade Russia. But we can see quite a few nations have becoming less and less friendly with us. So the only ones who are still friendly is the Greeks, the Bavarians, Westphalians and the Italians. While Romania is indifferent, Portugal is indifferent, Sardinia, Naples, Oldenburg, Denmark, Sicily, Hessen, Batavian Republic, unfriendly Mecklenburg, the Saxons. The Pontific State is, I mean, they're close enough to declare war if they dared. Sweden is still at war with us, the crazy bastards. And Spain, they have lost a lot because of our territorial expansion, give us minus 132, so they're not super happy with us either. But anyways, I'm going to end it right here. So for the next one, we're hoping to take 2 German states. We're going to leave Bavaria for the last one. And then of course invasion of England. We want to take out the English to solidify our victory over Europe. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!